Imagine waking up to a message, not just a notification, a message from your AI assistant that was working all night while you were asleep. And it's already scanned your emails, your texts, it's drafted responses for them, it's caught up on industry news, it's drafted a newsletter for you, and it's even gone as far as to update your calendar and your project tracker as well. Well, I'm here to tell you, you don't even have to imagine this scenario. That future is actually here today. And you can actually accomplish all this by using ClawdBot. Now, ClawdBot is effectively a gateway that turns your computer into a 24/7 AI assistant that will carry out real-life workflows and processes for you, okay? And today, I'm actually going to show you how to effectively hire your own AI assistant, and we're going to actually set it up from scratch. Now, most AIs that people interact with is effectively a chatbot or a window that they'll prompt the AI to get things done with. Now, ClawdBot is a little different because it's running on local hardware, and for this video, I actually went out and I got a Mac Mini so I could set it up from scratch for you guys, but you don't actually need a Mac Mini and you don't need to go buy a separate device to take advantage of ClawdBot. You can actually use a cheaper virtual private server. So feel free to do whatever fits your budget the best. I am going to set this up, but it's important to understand that ClawdBot is a different beast, and I'll tell you why. So the first reason is because it effectively can control your entire computer. You're not limited to the window or the files you upload. Rather, it can just complete entire processes for you. Just like I was saying, when it comes to responding to your texts or even scheduling new meetings, it can do all that and more. Now, another reason is it actually remembers everything about your life. It has infinite memory. It is no longer bound to the most recent messages of your chat conversation. Rather, it actually remembers every little detail about your life to a point where it can actually suggest work to do. So the way you interact with it is a little bit different as well. You actually just message it. You don't prompt anymore. So it means that I can be driving to McDonald's and asking it to code up a brand new app feature if I wanted to. So the possibilities are endless there. So it looks like I gotta get this set up and attach some externals to this. Okay, so now we're actually going to install this on a clean device. So I got my Mac sort of past the welcome screen and set up at the minimum. But now what we're going to do is actually get a quick start on this and install ClawdBot first. So I've actually already tried to install it on my terminal. So I think what I'm going to do now is make sure it gets the right command here. And so what I think I'll do is this. Okay. Okay, now it should work. So pretty much I just had to download the script and make sure it's a little bit more configurable on my end, but now that I've entered in my password, we should be good to go, and I'm going to just enter a bunch here. So and we'll just wait, but pretty much it actually installs it actually installs Node.js and everything for you. So now it's kind of just a waiting game here. So we'll wait and we'll make sure it does its thing. Okay, perfect. So now we've actually got ClawdBot in progress to installing. So you'll see that it asks if it's powerful and inherently risky, and if we understand that. So we're just going to click yes, we do. I think we'll go down the quick start option, and what we will do is pick our model. you can use existing subscriptions. I know the most expensive will be Anthropic, of course. They'll probably make you use their API key. I know there's workarounds in terms of having a Claude Max plan and using your subscription model, but I think they're effectively banning against that. So what I will do is actually end up using Google's, because I think you'll have access to Opus 4.5 anyway. So we'll use Google's for now, and we'll end up, we can end up switching the model later, I'm sure, as well. So let's take a look at that. And we will then use the anti-gravity OAuth as well. And it's going to take you to sign in here. Okay, and I'm going to use my phone to actually make sure this is ready here and make sure it's me. So we'll sign in here. Authentication complete. We can return to the terminal. That's ideal. Perfect. So now what we're going to do is see as if we use anti-gravity, we have access to other models. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use Claude's models here. And now what I'll do is I'll figure out a way to actually communicate and text the robot. So what I will do is I'm actually going to be using Telegram for our communication channel. So in this case, it's going to ask me to open Telegram and chat with @BotFather. So I'm actually going to do that on my phone right now. So let's take a look at that. Or maybe I should bring it up on the browser. How about that? Probably a little bit better in terms of viewing experience here. So it says, okay, cool. Let's log in with our QR code here. All right, let's do it. Okay, we're going to link our device. And we should be logged in now. Or perfect. So what we can do now is open up a new message, right? And we're going to or @BotFather, I believe. Cool. And I'll start a conversation with the BotFather. And now I'm just going to follow what the terminal is telling me, right? So I can do run new bot. New bot. Choose name for your bot. So my name is Amon. I'm going to name it AImon because I think it's funny and it's close enough. And we'll give it a little bit of a personality here. I'm going to put a bee emoji, or maybe not. Maybe, or you know what? Maybe I'll name it the bee emoji as it's like a worker bee. Okay, so username for the bot. Okay. Okay. It's gonna be a little bit till I figure out a name, I guess. Perfect. So now I have my token as well. Probably going to copy all this. Probably going to have to actually censor this, to be honest. So I'll copy and paste my token as well. Oh shit. Okay, here we go. All right, and now it's going to ask you to configure skills. So I'm actually going to configure yes, npm yes. Okay, so it says enter to, all right, so I can push space to select. Yes, I love the Apple reminders. Twitter, blog watcher, yes. That'd be great. Google Workspace, yes. iMessage, yep, we need that. All this. Every model. Obsidian, I was thinking about using that. So, you know, I'm really just going a little bit crazy because I think in the future I'll probably end up using all of them once I actually develop a sort of a huge system for this. So I think everything besides, okay. All right, so I'm going to click enter and then it's going to install all those skills for me. All right, so believe it or not, that's actually all there is to do on the initial setup. And so now the initial ask here is, this is effectively your terminal, and you'll see that it's locally hosted. And now the official ask is to actually start to inform ClawdBot about you, your business, what you do, what your interests are. However you plan to utilize this AI assistant is what you're going to effectively feed the information or feed that context for. And so I wanted to also, share that my Telegram is working as well. And you'll see that I actually have a conversation here in my Telegram bot. So, you know, I said hello and so my Telegram, so now I'm actually effectively communicating through my Telegram app, right? And so in this case, you'll see that, okay, the message came through, it's now working perfectly. And now that we're connected, I want to actually start to pick up where we left off, right? And so in this case, I'll name my AI assistant. And so now effectively what I'm starting to do now here is actually start to continue the conversation inside Telegram where my AI bot is now going to be interacting and also responding and gaining information from me, right? And so now it's doing a bunch of stuff where it says, what should I call you? What are you working on these days? What tools do you want me to prioritize? What tools do you use? And so I think this is a good opportunity to essentially dump your background here when it comes to what tools you use, what workflows you do, and also how you're going to start to interact with the bot and how you can use it to effectively save time and produce and also boost your productivity as well. So beyond this, what you can also do is go back to your ClawdBot control center here, and now you can actually start to manually also run cron jobs as well, which means that you can actually start to provide and give context to different jobs or different skills you want it to run, where every every so often you can have it do a certain task over and over. So this actually ends up saving you time for repetitive tasks. If you read the news every day, you might want it to have it scrape a couple news sources and then print you back an overall summary. If you do a lot of social media marketing where you're gathering examples of really good posts, you can have it do that every so often. So this itself is able to define certain reoccurring tasks that are existing in your workflow and just pretty much automate it itself once you do just the initial filling in or the initial description and context of the actual task. And of course as well, you have manual control over all your, you can track your sessions, your instances of where it's running, and so forth. I myself have a bunch of skills installed already, so I think I'm going to be taking the rest of this time to actually start setting this up with either its own accounts or my own personal accounts, where I give it a limited access to then start to run and automate a little bit of my workflow day by day. So if you're interested in any of these, or if you're interested in another video, or if you're interested in what that looks like, definitely subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you would like to see ClawdBot do, or an example of a certain workflow. I myself am going to do a lot of experimentation and trial of some of what ClawdBot can offer, because I think this itself is a little bit of a game changer. And if I can have an agent running and doing a lot of tasks while I'm away from the computer, I think that's such a huge benefit. And in terms of efficiency and productivity, that's really what caught my eye here. So I'm going to take a little bit of time to start prompting and creating effectively a database of myself, so that way this upcoming week and these next year essentially, I can use ClawdBot to my advantage and have it take care of a lot of my remedial or repetitive tasks.